Hey, Bill O'Reilly here with a YouTube bonus. The feud is back. Donald Trump versus Elon Musk. Fascinating story, not important for your life, but interesting. Media loves it. Anything that would hurt both men, the media is going to love that. Although, Elon, with the electric cars and all this stuff, media should love him, but because he threw in with Trump early on, they don't. Now, I'm going to give you a timeline, then I'm going to give you a couple of sound bites, and then I'm going to tell you what's really going on here between two of the most powerful people in the world. So for the 2024 election cycle, Elon Musk supported Donald Trump and pumped in hundreds of millions of dollars to the Trump political action committees, which is perfectly legal. Okay? Then when Trump won the election, he appointed Vivek Ramaswamy. Remember him? He's running for governor, Ohio, and Elon Musk to run the Department of Government Efficiency, which was a new non-cabinet situation. Ramaswamy bailed fast and said, I don't like this. I'm going to go and run for governor of Ohio. So Musk took it over and made a big splash. So about $200 billion in federal spending was exposed as being wasteful, probably more. And Elon got a lot of headlines in the Oval Office every day. His kid was there, running around, chainsaws, everything, you remember. And Trump was basically a bystander to this, but the information was helping Trump. I'm going to cut government waste. Then in May, there was a fissure. Okay? So the bill that Donald Trump championed, the big, beautiful bill, has a colossal amount of spending, and Elon Musk doesn't like that. I think there's something more to this than just the spending, but I'm not sure. So Musk started to criticize the bill, and Trump didn't like that. And I'll get to that in a moment. All right, so then when the bill passed the Senate this week, Musk went out again and said, I'm going to start a third party, the Porky Pig Party, or whatever it may be, denigrating the bill. Now, you got to understand that Donald Trump's whole presidency hinges on getting this bill passed. So this attack, Trump took seriously, and here's what he said yesterday. Go.
I don't know. I mean, we'll have to take a look. We might have to put Doge on Elon. You know what Doge is? Doge is the monster that might have to go back and eat Elon. Wouldn't that be terrible? He gets a lot of subsidies, Peter. But Elon's very upset that the EV mandate is going to be terminated. And you know what? When you look at it, not everybody wants an electric car. I don't want an electric car. I want to have maybe gasoline, maybe electric, maybe a hybrid. Maybe someday a hydrogen. If you have a hydrogen car, it has one problem, it blows up.
All right, so all of these are kind of idle threats, but there is bad blood. This isn't fake. Now, Musk made an attempt to have détente. Trump, he could do that. You'll remember a whole bunch of people that Trump didn't like, and then they kind of came around, and now he likes them, and, all of that. So I do think that Donald Trump will hold a grudge at a certain level, but if it's not important to him, he'll let it go. This is important to him. Trump's got to get this bill passed, because if he doesn't, then taxes automatically rise at the end of this year. Country goes into a recession. Democrats win the midterms, and Donald Trump's administration for 2 years is toast. So that's how big this is. Huge, as Donald Trump would say. Huge. Now, these guys live in worlds that and I put myself in this position, I'm an affluent guy, and I can do pretty much what I want to do on this planet. But I'm not in this world. I'm not in the Musk-Trump world. They have unlimited power in their worlds, personal power. So whatever they want magically will appear almost instantaneously. They can go anywhere. They can eat anything. They can buy 18 apartments. They can buy 100 cars. There's no restraints at all. None. People who surround them have to do what they say. If they don't, then they get other people because they pay pretty well. There's no dissent. If you're involved with these people emotionally, you've got to sign off and say, hey, they're not the kind of people that you disagree with much. Now, I do disagree with President Trump. He's been a friend of mine for 35 years. I don't tell him what he wants to hear. But I have changed the way I deal with the president since he was elected. Used to be, come on, Donald, that kind of thing. I can't do that now. Got to respect the office. Have to respect the office. So I call him Mr. President. Elon Musk, I don't know, but I had a good conversation with him on St. Patrick's Day in the Oval Office. And he was asking my opinion about how he could improve Doge's efficiency. I gave him a few suggestions. I said a presentation is very important. You got to be very precise. Here's what was happening. Here's how much money was being wasted. A chart is good. Americans like that. They can see it and hear it at the same time. That kind of thing. But Trump's staff knows that you can only go up to a certain point with Trump, and Musk's staff knows the same thing. Now, when the two guys disagree, when I disagree with President Trump, I don't carry it to a degree. I just say, here's how I see it. I'm not trying to convince him. I just trying to put into his mind a possible other scenario. And I really don't do that to anybody. I don't try to convince people of anything. You're free to believe what you want. Constitution gives all of us the right to be a moron, and many of us, are bullish on that right. So beyond me to try to convince you. I don't do that. What I do is I point out, downside, upside, historical precedents, that kind of thing. And then you make your own decision. That's what I do with Donald Trump when he asks me. Now, I never volunteer. I don't go in and say, hey, how come you're not doing this? How come you're not? With Musk, I have no entree in at all. I mean, he owns X. He's got a very powerful vehicle, probably the most powerful communicative vehicle in the world. So I was on a Carlson program on X. Millions and millions of people saw it. That was a great experience for me. I admire Musk's genius in the technical area. You got to. The guy is just unbelievable what he has created. And I admire Trump's creativity in what he does. So if I were Elon Musk and I wanted to keep a good relationship with Donald Trump, I wouldn't insist. I wouldn't try to make him look bad. I don't mind, and I don't think the president would either, Musk saying, hey, it might be better to go this way on it. And then leave it. You stated your case on X. Everybody heard it. You don't need to say it over and over again. You don't need to bring Porky Pig into it. You don't need to do this. But the final point I want to make is at that level, you can't get there unless you have an enormous ego. I have a big ego. I don't think it's out of control. But it drives me to succeed. I shouldn't be working at my age. I should be driving around in the villages in a golf cart playing pickleball. But I like to create things. I like to be part of the solution in this country. I like to write these books. I like to do what I do. I'm ambitious, and that's tied into my ego. You cannot be St. Francis of Assisi, and you should look him up if you're not Catholic, and get to be Elon Musk or Donald Trump. You can't. So that ego is always built into confrontations. And most of the time, the ego prevails because you're the president or you're the richest man in the world. So what you want usually happens. But when they clash like this, then all hell breaks loose. Trump's going to prevail. You know, if the bill passes, he wins across the board. Musk has lost a lot of money, because Tesla stocks declined, what, 50% since he got into government? That's in so much decline. So Trump will prevail, but, you know, it'll be better for America. And I'm now sending a message to both guys. If you guys would work together, even if you disagree in fundamental government spending or whatever it may be, if Donald Trump and Elon Musk would put aside and work together on a bunch of stuff, country's stronger. So, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com if you want to weigh in on the topic, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com. We very much appreciate you. Spread the word about our YouTube channel. I want you all to have a very happy 4th of July weekend. I'm proud to be an American, and I hope you are too. See you next time. Thank you for watching. To view full episodes of the No Spin News anytime, sign up to become a BillO'Reilly.com premium or concierge member today.